Whoa! Hello everyone, it's me, PixelGuilt23. We are right in this game, What Remains of Edith Finch. Alright, I was expecting like a menu or something. Edith Finch. Okay. Oh, is this the menu? But open it. Open it.
A lot of this isn't going to
Whoa.
make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Crazy. Are there subtitles? Let me check if there are subtitles. Okay, so I am not seeing a subtitles option, so I hope that they just include subtitles.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
I guess that didn't happen, did it? Close it. Okay. Wow, these mouse controls. Oh, you're carrying a little necklace with a ring on it.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Ooh. This is so interesting. It just throws you right in.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Can I? I'm gonna go this way. I didn't think I'd be able to go off a path. Oh. Can I? Okay, so I am somewhat restricted on where I can go.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent, as if they're about to say something but never do.
Oh, okay, interesting. So either way, I would have ended up at the house. I mean, obviously. I guess. Because, yeah. Alright, so I just took the little other way around.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Aw. Let's explore this creepy house. Oops, sorry. Alright, can't go in there. Okay, they have a wheelchair ramp.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Huh. Alright. Interesting. Do I knock? Time to explore. thing that I like doing so much. Oops, sorry, standing on. I'm trying to read that. Milton Finch is missing. Damn, this is pretty. Can I run? Oh! Okay, so that's zoom. Interesting. Is that a glitch or lightning or somebody taking flash photography? That is what I would like to know. Okay, I thought maybe the key would work here. So I'm trying to figure out if I can run, but I'm starting to think currently, no.
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband.
Huh. Can I go swim in it? No. Okay. So, the key goes to what? Can I jump? I can't jump. Wow, look at that. That's crazy. That is a crazy design. Okay, so there's a path here. How nice. I do love wind chimes. Maybe you? Oh. Alright.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Well, that is one way to do it.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
There's a lot of stuff still here. You've been gone for 6 years, you said, I think?
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Wow. This is a gorgeous house. Everything is just like still here. Cookbooks.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Huh.
Like how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
I bet. I wonder if this is an actual recipe. Again, so many games with, I think, like actual recipes.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
Oh man, now I want Chinese. Damn, this house. It's gorgeous. Yeah, I wouldn't want... Did we just come out of there? Yeah.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
I mean, there's gotta be like some moldy food, right? Damn, a lot of care went into this. This is gorgeous.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Interesting. Left click. Also zoom in. One of those tables.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
Sank? Oh, oh, goodness. Ugh, gross. Yeah, hold your horses. There's a lot of mouse movements here.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
We're gonna break into it, right? Whoa, look at that door!
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Clearly.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
This is wild. Why is that? Guess we're going upstairs?
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Huh. I see. Interesting.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Huh. Interesting.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Was the brother dead when he spent it with him? That makes me want to go back downstairs and look at the room there.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
This is crazy. You're open. Look at this.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Whoa.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Interesting.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Wow.
Reading this,
Wild.
maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
This is crazy. Oh my god. Molly.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Well, now you're in
Being
it.
inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Aw. How pretty. This is so
I got the sense
gorgeous.
Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
Can you sit in the chair? No?
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Huh. Okay, go. Jeez. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous room. So are we looking for a secret passage? We came in through here, right? Okay, now I feel like I'm missing something. No.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. My Halloween candy was all gone.
You have a goldfish. Hello, buddy.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Oh, don't eat your fish. How sad. Well, let's see what's in here, huh? Oh, a bathroom. Okay.
I kept eating and eating.
Ugh.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Huh. A lot of things you shouldn't be eating.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Are you gonna eat the bird?
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
No, you're gonna fall.
And suddenly,
Whoa!
it was a cat.
What? Don't, you're gonna... I'm gonna kill
I tried
the
to
bird.
be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
You're gonna kill it, you know, when you catch it. That's what cats do. I don't want to kill it.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Can you jump all the way down? What does that do? You're gonna kill the cat, you know. I mean the bird.
The babies were all gone.
Aw. Well, that's good, right? What happens if I jump? Can I die? Okay, it doesn't let you. Okay, interesting. This is wild. I've gotten myself lost. Good.
I jumped and I almost got her.
You're gonna kill her. Don't kill her, please.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
You're gonna kill her. I don't want you to kill her.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
No. I don't want you to eat the mama bird.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind.
What is
Then I
happening?
heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
This is
Rabbits.
crazy. Do I get you? What do I do? How do I... Oh! Interesting. Aww.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Ugh.
I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
What is
Then
wrong
I
with
flew
you?
off to find something bigger.
What is wrong with you,
A mama
girl?
rabbit.
No. I don't want the mama rabbit. I refuse. Starve, child. I mean, this is obviously a dream. Do I have to kill the mama rabbit? Probably, right? Yep, sure do.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
This is
And suddenly, I was a shark.
awful. How are you a shark? In a forest. It's bad for you. Ah. Okay. We're just gonna... this is fine.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Okay. This is... Whoa, this is so weird.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
trying.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Ah. Why? Poor seal. I mean, I'm guessing this is all some sort of fucked up dream.
I grabbed on tight, but I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What the fuck is going on? Ah!
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
This is so weird. Am I gonna eat a person?
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh, jeez.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Belly was rusty, his belly was rusty, his belly was rusty, what's that we do with a drunken sailor? What's that we do with a drunken sailor? What's that we do with a drunken sailor? Put him in the captain's daughter, put him in bed with the captain's daughter, put him in bed with the captain's daughter. What's that we do with a drunken sailor?
This is crazy. I don't even have anything to say. How do I get in there?
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
You're having a weird-ass dream, girl. Are you, like...
I slithered
Hi?
into the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Okay, a bathroom.
I got closer and closer.
It's yourself. Are you gonna eat yourself? Oh no, are you gonna eat your hamster? Or your gerbil or whatever you have? No?
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
What? What the fuck? Wow.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
That is a thing. Close it. Wow. Are you suddenly a cat?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Crazy.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Okay, so we gotta find all of these people, right? Like, that's what I'm getting. Can't look in.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace. There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Interesting.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Crazy. Couple turns land into a native haven. Huh. Fort Sam.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
This is amazing.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that. Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
This is insane.
I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Wow. That was a stunning section.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, close. I really felt like I was...
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
I really feel like I was like swinging right then. That was amazing. Where do I go?
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
would love a house like this. Imagine how fun this would be.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies. Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Let's go into Barbara's room, shall we? If I didn't just...
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Huh.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now
Whoa.
that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Oh.
So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
Oh.
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20
Interesting.
minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Rick? Are you okay?
This is very Halloween.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Alright.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
Yeah.
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
This is so weird.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Ah!
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Get him!
And he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay,
Jeez.
Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Does there? How about the window? No?
Night. She played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Oops. I have to go hit him again. Don't slip on the thing like he did. This is legit like the Halloween theme, right? That's what this is.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Goodness.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh my god!
Oh dear.
Oh dear. What?
The monsters had come come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night.
Dun dun dun.
And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story.
Aw.
As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Yeah.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Yeah. Goodness.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Maybe. Yeah, they don't live long, do they? Go to that music box, I guess.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
We're in here already, right? Yes. We were in Molly's room. No, Gregory. Oh yeah, that's the bathroom. Okay.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Huh. I don't know if I believe that, Edie. I don't know if I believe that at all. Neat. It actually worked. So we have not been down here before, have we? Like, ever. Why were you not allowed in the basement, huh?
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
This is really dark.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Well,
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
I can't see shit. I have no idea what we're doing. Whoa! What?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Yeah. Wow. It was a little underground. Underground thing.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
This is so
friendly.
weird.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone.
Huh.
Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Wow. I'm there for a long ass time. Wow.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Crazy.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
I bet. Have you been eating
I don't
nothing
mind
but
if I only
peaches?
have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week.
Or a day?
I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Wow.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Wow. That is sad. He goes out and he just...
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Jeez. Jeez. Don't get run over by a train, girly.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
This is kind of making...
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Right?
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else.
Trying.
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Wow. What is that?
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
No.
But I thought you should know about your family.
I think I missed a bunch of stuff. Is this the end? This
and
feels
the
like the
history
end.
you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Alright. So we've got some people left to...
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery. I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Do I do something? Oh.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Time to go back to the house and keep exploring, I guess, huh?
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Yeah.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh no. Oh, don't fall. Now what? Do you climb up there? You just jump back down? No? Where are we going? Where are we going, Edith Jr.? Into the flag. No? Into the window. Using
I never met Grandpa Sam, but
the
I think
stairs.
he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Nope, come on, open it. Open it. Oh, these controls. These controls, dude. There we go.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
I'm over here, Dad.
This is creepy. Oh. Oh. My bad. Where the fuck are you?
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
I was
Okay,
doing
got
this all
I'm gonna
wrong.
take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are. Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo.
Sorry.
We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
This is so interesting.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Aww.
Great shot, Dawn!
No.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about—
Dad!
Well. I mean. Yep.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Edie, Gregory, Gus, Dawn, Milton, and Lewis. Crazy.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
I don't love hunting. It's not something I really agree with. Oh good, more crawl spaces. This would be like an amazing house to explore. Like if this were real, this would be so great.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Yeah.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Alright, interesting. Okay. Oh. Am I the...
Got time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here. What is... Am I trying to catch the bubbles?
what his world was like.
Huh.
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw. It sure made him happy.
Huh. This is so weird. I don't know what I'm doing. I officially don't know what I'm doing. Am I trying to push you? I have a feeling this baby's gonna die. Guys, these controls, they're killing me.
I know how silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
I don't get it.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us.
Aw, yeah, that's what I thought.
About the world he saw.
That's what I thought was gonna happen. Yep. Yep.
There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy.
No, no, you wanna go up, baby. Go up, baby.
He'd
Damn it.
want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Oh, that's depressing. Edie. Gaston. How sad. Just a baby. A tiny, tiny baby.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
Can't blame her.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get. I can't imagine what it was like for her to lose 2 sons after she'd already lost 2 brothers.
Wait, no, we gotta, wait, no! Sorry, that was my bad. We gotta do that again. That's a cool way to get up into a loft, I gotta say. There we go.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
This is a lot of climbing for a pregnant lady.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Huh.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
Of course not. Does it ever last? I can't believe all this stuff was just left here. Oh,
The beginning
jeez.
of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings. I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
This is pretty.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
This game is lovely. Like, it's sad, but it's delightful. Like, look at these different methods that they're using to tell stories. It's incredible.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Gotta find the original Edie, Gus, Don, and Lewis.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
I bet that has to be, I don't know, like unbearable.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Really? Really? You can't climb over it? You're climbing over everything else. Come on, up you go.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh, oh. Don't fall off, please. What do I do? How do I get... How do I get up there? Come on. Show me. Show me what to do. Do I sit in here? No. Come on, you can't climb that?
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Okay, how do I get over there? Come on, guys. I mean, it's gotta be like something over here, right? Oh, look at that.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
What are you doing? I didn't tell you to go that way. We're not done here.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh, jeez.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
Hello? His mind began to... what? What did my mind do? What am I doing?
wander.
Oh. What a monotonous fucking job. I'm like trying to make this thing move. There we go.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names.
Dragons.
He knew it was all in his head. He took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery.
Oh god, this is getting complicated.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
This is crazy. This is so hard. I don't even know if I need to keep chopping the heads off of...
And songs for them to play.
What happens if I don't?
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination.
Yep.
So he could do whatever he wished.
He could, yeah. Go.
He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Of course he won.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis.
Huh. I'm gonna stop chopping the fish.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Okay, guess I'm not,
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a beautiful prince. The prince was on his own quest for
Radiant Rainbow.
radiant rainbows.
Oops, not bad.
He followed the sound of his
Silver harp, why not?
silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
He's a god. Right?
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Well, that's not good, is it?
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Jeez. That was intense.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
This is gorgeous.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
I love how each story is told through a different, like, video game mechanic, you know?
His prince waited, holding his crown.
No.
There was only one thing left to do.
Kill the other Lewis?
Bend down his head.
Oh no. Oh no.
rest, I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
That is fucked up. Fucked up.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him. On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Oh no, because I'm missing people. I'm missing Edie, Dawn, and Gus. I'm worried that you can miss stories, but I guess we're just gonna go, huh?
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Oh yeah, the library.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
Wow.
They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful.
I bet.
No, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Uh-oh. That's not good. You should never go out into the ocean in a low tide.
I got turned around.
Uh-oh.
For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things.
Huh. Where am I going? Oh, god damn it. I think my... There we go. My keyboard cut out for a second. Go figure.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Maybe.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Aww.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
Wow.
Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Are we giving birth right now? Is that what's happening?
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh no.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it.
Wow.
It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all.
Wow.
Good luck.
Aww. That's so sad. I totally missed some stories, but that's so sad. Wow. Aww. I'm really sad that I missed some stories, but that was really amazing. Aww. What a wonderful snippet, you know? Like, just... It's a very magical game. It was very magical. I highly, highly encourage you guys to play this yourself. Maybe you can find the stories that I didn't find, you know? There's obviously more to explore. I just realized the little girl who ate everything in the beginning, Molly. Did she die from eating all the random stuff? Is that what happened? And then, like, her turning into everything was her hallucinating? These are really creative credits. These are really creative. Well, thank you guys so much for going on this magical journey with me. I hope you guys play this yourselves and experience it yourselves, and please let me know what you guys thought of this. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!